Hi everyone, my name is Katie and welcome to my page Red Stitchery, and let's talk about cross stitching. Welcome to another episode of Stitchy Flossmas, and today it's going to be part 1 of my cross stitch haul. If you are a return viewer, which is thank you so much, you know that I love cross stitch shopping, and every time I tell that's it, no more, but who I'm lying to? I love shopping for cross stitch. I always find something very interesting, and I just cannot help it. But me and my stitcher friend, we were talking about it another day, and she's like, Katie, we kind of went a little bit crazy, and I'm like, I agree. So if you watch me from the beginning of my videos, you know that when I just started filming, I was doing 3 months of no buy, and starting January 1st, we're gonna do another no buy for 3 months. I'm excited for it. I need actual stop, but at the same time, I enjoy it. I love it. It's just sometimes I need to concentrate on what I have, but I do enjoy finding new stuff, searching for new stuff, discovering some new patterns, ideas, designers. I love the whole process. So I have 0 regrets, and if you love cross stitch hauls, welcome to part 1, because part 2 it's going to be after everything I bought on a Black Friday, because this year Black Friday was actually my birthday, which is 29th of November, and I couldn't say no to myself on Black Friday and on my birthday. We're going to start by me showing you this Harry Potter Hogwarts book of cross stitch and very random objects around. So we do have a church that does donations, so people donating stuff, and then you go over there, you get whatever you want, and you put a donation, and they doing Christmas donations. So this beautiful table runner, it is cute, like it's for the hot stuff, like to put it, but I decided to grab it for the decoration. And since we started talking about Harry Potter, I thought I'm gonna put my little chocolate frog container where I keep my Christmas ornament that I need soon to put on a Christmas tree. But this one happened very randomly. We went to the grocery store and they have a little book corner. I went over there to check out some fantasy books and to see if there's anything that will catch my eye, because I recently finished the second part of the Fourth Wing, and I'm on that mood for more fantasy. Even though I have shelves full of books, sometimes I just like to browse. And I found this book and I knew immediately I have to have it. So pretty much all the patterns that you will see inside, they are right here on a cover. And it's kind of hard to do the flip through because the pattern and the preview almost on all of them are the same page. But I flipped through it. I like some of the designs. I'm just gonna go like this, so you kind of, we have bookmarks, we have the phoenix and Hagrid, little place where he lives, all the symbols for all the houses. I'm gonna show you my favorite, the one that I saw and I immediately decided, yes, that's gonna happen. It's the jelly bean candy container. You stitch it on plastic, and then you stitch it on plastic, you put it together, and you got yourself a little organizer for whatever you wish to organize. And I immediately just knew I need to have this in my life. It's fun. You can add definitely decorative moments. This is so interesting. And talking about the chocolate frog, there's also a pattern for this chocolate frog, and the way the pattern is built, you actually, like on a piece of probably fabric, maybe plastic, I haven't checked that out, but you leave a triangle that's not stitched, you cut it and you sew it together over here to give your project this type of shape. I also thought this would be interesting and like add definitely chronic and make it more bright and shiny. There's lots more that I liked. Probably the most hated character from Harry Potter. You'll see what I'm talking about. Dolores Umbridge. But this cat plate, isn't it perfect? I'm a cat lady. I would definitely not stitch it on Ida cloth, but I think everything is stitched mostly on Ida in this book, just for like beginners, you know. It just makes sense. I would definitely change it to like maybe pink or beige, some kind of even weave. But this cat is just adorable. The plate, the vibe, I enjoyed it so much. I think if you watch the Harry Potter or read the books, you hate this character. But I love her pink on pink and her wall of cats. It's something that I definitely see myself doing. Anyway, there's lots of more interesting designs. All of them are pretty small. Nothing really dramatic in my opinion, like nothing too complicated, too difficult, very beginners friendly. And I'm very excited to stitch something out of it. Probably it's going to be the jelly bean candy organizer or whatever. But yeah, that's the book. And I'm surprised I found it in our small tiny town, and in a not even a bookstore, it's a grocery with like a small corner of the books, and I was surprised it was there, and I knew I have to have it. If you watched my previous Flossmas video where I was talking about my Stitchy plans for this winter season, I showed you the pattern that I purchased, and finally the stuff came over, so I can hopefully begin it anytime soon. I will answer the picture right now. It's going to take me ages to finish it. I just know it. I prepare for it. I'm not stressing over it. I've decided if just a couple thousand stitches I will able to do this winter season, I'll be more than happy. And all the stuff that I will need to organize the project is here. So this is, I believe, for 30. Oh, I'm sorry, 50 type of floss. So I need 2 of these organizers for this project, and I order 1 more just in case, because I did got more just patterns, which I am going to show you either in this video or in my next one, because those just the digital patterns. And I like this type of organizers because there's 60 colors plus 12 blends. I will see if I will be able to organize it the way that I don't need to do a separate organization for the blends, if I can put in front of them, and like how I do with my Teresa. I will try to do that so it's not too much going on. We'll see. It's not that important right now. I just wanted to show you that my organizers finally came. My fabric came. It's a pretty good cut of 16 count Ida. It's like this beige yellow mauve color, 75 by 100 centimeters. I would say it's around 39 inch, 29 by, it's 29 by 39. Yeah, it says right here, but I memorized it. So I have it all. I have the MC floss and I can start. So maybe next time when I'm gonna show you my Stitchy updates, maybe, who knows, I will show you my start. This beautiful teddy bear by Dimensions. So there is a banner also by Dimensions, and the teddy looks identical almost, like the present, the even pattern behind him. Everything looks identical except the colors of the present, I think it's different, and the bear is different color of the brown, but everything else is the same. That banner, I believe it was a kit, but for as much as I'm looking for it, I never even saw for sale a banner or chart, nothing. It's like one of those unicorn projects that it's almost impossible to find. At least every time I attempt to find them, I was never succeed. I always failed, like I could not find it. And then very randomly, eBay suggested me this purchase and it was immediately yes for me. First of all, as a pattern itself, like as a stocking, it's beautiful, but I easily can turn it to the into the banner, the one that I am actually looking for, because the concept is basically the same. Like the background is the same on that banner. The bear holding the present, this beautiful bow right here, and the stocking also is very, very pretty. The pattern is very used. You can see all the random spots around it, but I'm very, very happy that I have a pattern, and definitely not this year, but eventually I want to stitch it. I don't know, is it going to be a stocking? Is it going to be a banner? I don't know what's going to be, but also how perfectly it matches the table runner that we found. Anyway, and also lately, I don't know what's happening with me, but all of a sudden I am all about teddy bears and polar bears. I don't know if it's the season. When I saw that guy, I immediately grabbed it. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I guess I found a new thing that I like. I don't know. And let's move on to the small projects. So I was very, very happy that I was able to purchase this Mill Hill kit. This is the Sophie sheep, and she was actually from all three from this series, which I'm going to show you in a minute, was my most wanted. But I was able to purchase Clarissa, I think her name, I cannot see right now, but I think her name is Clarissa the cow. And I don't remember the piggy name, but that's the only one that I am missing right now from this collection. I want to collect them all. I think it's one of those Mill Hill series that is 100% 10 out of 10, beautiful detail. It's Jim Shore. It's just, I think they did such a good job with those. And if you have just a pattern and you're ready to sell, please let me know. If you have a kit that you want to get rid of, please let me know. I don't need any leftovers, because what I love about Mill Hill is that they use DMC, they use Mill Hill beads, which is very easy to find. The button, yes, that's something that is hard to find, but honestly, it's important, but it's not that important. Like, the project can definitely be stitched without the button, just, you know, continue the stand on which she's standing. Anyway, all I'm missing right now from this collection, it's the piggy, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't started yet. I still don't know if I want to stitch it on a paper, perforated paper, if I want to stitch it on fabric. I also see a couple people, what they did, they stitched all three animals in a square, plus they stitched llama, and those are also Mill Hill kit, but completely from the different series, but they got like a kit and they changed it to this style, and that was just genius. So maybe I will stitch them all as a banner. Like, I definitely want to stitch them all three together. I just don't know how I'm going to finish those stitches yet. So that's why I haven't started yet. I need to have at least a pattern for the pig, and then I will figure it out what to do next. But I'm very, very happy that I have a Sophie now, and she is so cute, so pretty. All those colors, just like spring, summer, beautiful. Just so pretty. I am so happy I was able to find it on a distash group on the Facebook. I was actually shocked that nobody claimed it, because I'm like, when I saw her, I'm like, oh, 100% somebody already claimed it. No, I was the first, and I was like, wow, she meant to be mine. So everything is in here, and I cannot be more happier. Let's do this one next. So I think, as I remember, if I remember correctly, Amazon started their Black Friday sale a week before the Black Friday happened, and the price for this kit was very, very nice. And this is the coffee shop by Dimensions. They also have a toy shop, and I think they just released a new shop also. I like all three of them, but this is my favorite. Eventually, maybe I will purchase all three. I also see people stitching them like a little street. It looks very nice. This particular one I like the most for all three of them, so that's why I decided to purchase this one first. It's a regular dimensions kit. It is a gold collection, but it's a petite, and we have Ida, we have the floss, looks like. For a second I thought it's a gold, but I think it's just yellow. I don't know. But it's just a very snowy day. Has that holiday vibe to it. And yeah, I really, really like it. Next one's a very not even close Christmas or winter related. I've been actually looking for this one. I wouldn't say it's impossible to find. It is definitely on eBay, maybe even on Etsy. Sometimes just people put very high price, higher than I was ready to pay for it. So when I saw a good price, I took it, I purchased it, and now I have it. But it's very, very simple, cute. It's probably gonna be not as easy to stitch as I wish, because you can just tell by the preview there's gonna be lots of single or group confetti stitching kind of type of stitching, because you know the color is changing so often. But I think the finished result is totally worth it. I will probably change Ida, or maybe I'm not, but I would definitely not frame it in a square. Like, it's asking for the circle frame. And it also comes with charms that you will stitch on top of it. And the kit is so old, the floss, it's now on the organizer. You will have to separate yourself. 1997. And the next one also way not Christmas or winter related, but it's one of those two that I kind of was keeping my eye for. And as soon as I saw a great price, I immediately took it. Usually the great price you will see on those eBay shops that people just selling everything that they have, basically, you know, not just cross-stitch related. So they probably even like find it in the thrift stores or from the relatives, wherever, and they usually put a super low price. So that was nice find. This is also Dimensions, also Gold Collection Petite, and it's 1996. Same thing, the floss I will have to separate it, but it's okay. It's not my first time going to do that. And one more in the smalls. This is Wind Chimes Dimensions collection. Those are possible to find on eBay. I don't think they print those anymore, but I see lots of people reselling. And I was just very curious to try it. And from all the options I was able to find on eBay, this Snow Lady, I believe, was the one that caught my attention the most. And that's why I got her. You can find more options online for sure. But you stitch it on plastic, have to separate the floss yourself. Those guys come with it, and it looks like they also put a felt to finish the back. I was just very curious to try it, and that's why I got it. There's, I've seen lots of people stitching those, but those designs I cannot find anywhere, and that makes sense. They are the best, the cutest, the more interesting ones, so those are almost impossible to find. But however, the same type of the Wind Chimes by Dimensions, you can find a lot on eBay. Next one, I see something about the bears. So this one is actually quite popular design, especially right now. I've seen lots of people stitched it this winter season, or no, I'm sorry, the fall season. and I keep looking at it. I see it on eBay. I like it, but it's never was like my must have, my first choice to grab. But then very randomly I saw this particular kit, and this one, it's from Matted Accents. So this one already comes with the mat. So you stitch, you already have your like frame, and you put it in a frame, and that's what you get at the end. So when I saw that this particular one comes with a mat, I knew I have to have it, because I like how you basically already have finished result. All you need to do is just can get a basic like wooden frame and color if you need it. But honestly, just because I saw the great price and I saw it comes with a mat, that's when I knew I need to have it. I also like how you stitch a little sampler right there in the corner. It's like a room of the cross stitcher, because there's a little sampler on the wall. So next fall season, or one of those, I definitely see myself stitching it. It definitely gives me that fall vibe. And yeah, basically eventually I feel like I will buy it anyway, because I do like these teddy bears, but because it came with a mat, that was immediate yes, and that's why I purchased it. Next one, it's very out of character for me, I would say. This is Dimensions stocking with a gnome. I feel nothing for gnomes. I really don't care for them. It's just never been my thing. But turns out my other half loves them. We've been married for almost 10 years, never heard anything for this 10 years about the gnomes. All of a sudden, we love them. So when I saw this kit by Dimensions, I'm like, well, now I finally know what kind of stocking to stitch for you. Also, in one of my previous haul videos, I showed you that I was able to, from Hobby Lobby, to collect this like Christmas lights, little charms. And I think it would be very cute to add it like right here, just, you know, stitch it a little bit longer, and right here to add them, actual like stitching ornament or detail. Also, I like how the top of his hat has a little tassel. I mean, he's very cute. Nothing like, I'm actually very excited to stitch him, because that's something that I would never personally like choose for myself. But since my other half all of a sudden like gnomes, I was very happy that now I know what kind of stocking to stitch. But like my taste and their taste, we're way too different, but that's why we've been together for 10 years, I guess. This one. If you know me, you know I have a slightly obsession with pomegranates, and I always knew I want this kit, but I always like, next time, I will get it next time, I will get it next time. And then I'm like, well, since Black Friday is about to happen, let's see how much it is on different websites like My Bobbin, Amazon, Etsy. And you know what? It was almost impossible to find it. Or if I do find it like on Etsy, it was such a high crazy price that I've never seen those kind of prices for this type of projects by Magic Needle. So I was like, what is happening? So this is Winter Improvisation, and the more I look at this project, the more details I find. First of all, I always seen the vase, but I never pay attention. It's a vase made of pumpkins. I've never paid attention that there's macaroons also in a bouquet. They're just green. And just the more you look at it, the more details you find. And I keep seeing the people finishing this, and I'm like, I have to have it. It has pomegranates. Like, macaroons is my favorite dessert. Pomegranates is my favorite fruit slash berry cold or whatever. But those two things, that is 100% me. I knew I have to have it. I just thought eventually, I thought the price going to drop because it's an older collection, but no, it was almost impossible to find. So I saw it for the best price I could find, and I grabbed it because I'm just not ready to let it go, and I knew I have to have it in my collection, and that's why I got it. I'm kind of thinking about stitching it this year, but even though I'm okay with Ida, I actually like stitching Ida, but in this particular project there's lots of moments that are, you know, open space, and I would like to substitute it for the even weave. I just don't know what color to use yet, and that's why I think I'm not gonna force myself, because I have so many plans already. So maybe this one will go to the next year, but I guess I can try to color even weave as close as possible to the color of the Ida that comes in the kit. I don't know, I will think about it, because I like how it looks, but I feel like it's missing something. Maybe pop of color, maybe get a gray but a little bit darker, maybe get a gray but with sparkle in it. What you think? I need your opinion, because I look at it, I like it, everything about it. I actually see lots of people not even stitching the back, but I feel like it's needed, because that's what gives that dimension effect. I forgot how to say it in English, this plant right here, but it looks like there's a French nut, but I'm thinking beads, like green beads, to make it more sparkly. Like, I need just a little bit more time thinking about this project, what I want to substitute, what I want to add, all of that, and then as soon as I will gather my thoughts, I will start it. Another project that I got finally, because for the Black Friday, Amazon had just amazing price. Usually, as far as I remember, when I was looking at it in the past, it was going like $40 and up. For the Black Friday, it was $28, and that's the best price I've ever seen for this project. And we're gonna talk about it in a second. So I believe the Dimensions Oriental Splendor was also by Lena, but might be wrong. But I actually got 2 more projects by this designer without even knowing that I keep buying this designer. But it just tells you she's great. I've seen people stitching it. It's gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. If you watch my previous video, I just purchased also the Oriental Splendor, and I also thinking about getting the peonies, and I feel like the peonies, especially in this one, they just met for each other. Same colors, same vibe, but I just love this project. I love watching people stitching it. It's just gorgeous. And the one that I showed you at the very beginning, the one that I just purchased the pattern, the vibe also kind of similar. Yes, very different, but something about it gives me the same romantic, you know, like the romantic vibe. It's stitched, I think, on 18th count Ida. I don't see any oh no, 14th. That's amazing. We have beige, more like brown Ida. The floss already separated. I wonder if there's any sparkle of gold. I feel like it should be. For some reasons, I feel like I've seen people stitching with gold metallic in it, or maybe it was just something that they added themselves. But it's one of those projects that is just absolutely beautiful. Luis, you just have to lay right here, huh? Because there's a more comfy spot than right here, right now. Cats. Orange cat energy. Oh well. Well, since we start talking about Lena, let me show you a couple other designs that I purchased without knowing by the same designer. This is Sunset, I believe. Sunset then turned to Dimensions, like it's used to be the same, like old Dimensions kits. I think it's Busilla and Sunset. Like it's used to be all one brand. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it. This is the butterfly and clematis. I probably pronounced it wrong. There is more from this collection with the hummingbird, but that one, it's harder to find. I thought I will start with this one, but as you can see, same designer, very light stitching, the light colors, very soft, very pretty, very spring, early summer vibe. It's like that morning, I don't know, like I look at it and I almost can feel how the weather would be if I will see this in real life. I don't know how to describe it otherwise. But I've been eyeing this one and a hummingbird for a long time. Again, the hummingbird, it's very hard to find. I was not able to. Or if there's any, there's a price higher than I'm ready to pay for. So I thought to get myself a butterfly. It's an older kit. We got Ida and the floss that will need to be separated, but I will probably most definitely change it to the even weave because there's a big spot right here that is not going to be stitched. Rosinka, you're moving and my cameras keep focusing on you. But anyway, that's not the kit that I got. So another Lena design. This is Wreath of Roses. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. If you like it and you're immediately going to run on eBay, please be careful because there's exactly the same wreath by dimensions, but it's needlework, more like embroidery. This particular one, it's cross stitching. Also, I've never ever had before a gold collection dimension that comes in a bag. So there's the kit itself, but there's this like a gift bag. But all of this is packed, so I'm sure everything is in place. We have the pattern, the floss that we'll need to separate, and it's a lot of floss. Look how thick it is. And a fabric. I think this one does. Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, another thing that I was very happy about, that is stitch on 28 count Monaco. This is even weave. Even weave already came in a kit. This is amazing. Love it. I wish most of the brands will do it when it's not fully stitched project. But out of just, if you're interested, search it, Google it, look how other people stitching it. It's just so pretty. It's amazing. I always look at it with the wow, like I thought it would be one of those kits that I will never able to get, but then it found me because eBay suggested it to me. And just like on Oriental Splendor, just like on Oriental Splendor, which I believe is also Lena, we have endless amount of French knots everywhere. And I'm okay with that. I actually okay doing them. We'll see how I feel after I stitch it. But I do not want to put this one far away. I think this spring, summertime, I need to stitch it because it's one of those that I cannot wait to start. But if, as I told you in my winter season plans, I want to try next year to be a seasonal stitcher, like to stitch particular projects on particular season. So I am going to wait till spring/summer to start it. But I cannot believe I have it. It's so pretty. And just like a previous kit, same situation, easy to find, but people put on eBay because they were selling it such a high price. Turns out I think they were reprinting it too, but I've never even saw it on Amazon or 123 Stitch. So interesting that it's dimension and it's Christmas collection, but I feel like there's birds from all kind of season. Like that gives me August, this gives me fall, and just the red cardinal kind of gives the Christmas. There's other cardinal, I believe. Anyway, beautiful wreath. It's a simple collection, but it's rare to find, and I wanted it. I keep seeing people stitching it. I love watching people progress when they stitch this particular kit because it's just beautiful. It's very simple, basic stitching, like blocks of color, blocks of color. It's one of those older dimensions kits. It's from 1991. So it's you know, it's a huge difference between the kits they're doing now and the kits it was in 1991. But it's still something about it. It's just so nice and different. And I know Dimension has lots of more other wreath, but I don't like them much. This one and this one, it's definitely the top two so far for me. So I am very, very happy. I have them on my collection, and next season I might possibly start stitching them. Well, that was part 1 of my recent cross-stitch haul. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Stitchy Flossmas. Let me know in the comments which one of these you want me to start as soon as possible, which one you would like to see in the progress. Maybe some of this you already stitched, and please share with me your thoughts, or maybe some moments that you had in the stitching that I need to pay closer attention or change something or check something before I started. Also, let me know if you got also that Harry Potter stitching book. Yeah, just let me know in the comments how you've been doing, what you're currently stitching, what you like in this part of the haul. Second part will come soon, as soon as everything arrives. Well, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I will see you very, very soon in the next Stitchy Flossmas episode. You just like to be on camera, huh? Freckle cat.